So, I was in the bed crushed by two polar bears. These 300-pound polar bears did not want to give me any room to breathe. I begged them and I plead with them, please let me breathe, please let me breathe. They said, no, baby, you got to do what you got to do, take care of us. I said, I can't take care of two polar bears. I'm a skinny little black dude. They said, we know how you get down. I said, no, all I want to do is report. Please don't suffocate me. And they said, no, we're going to do what we got to do to get some of that juicy loving from you because you reporting that juicy gossip. And I woke up in a deep sweat and I noticed. I said, wait a minute, I fell asleep in front of my laptop trying to bring information, news, gossip, and any type of story to you guys to keep you entertained until the season begins. And with that rumor, I put out a video not too long ago about what if LeBron bring his chain game to LA. So with that being said, I come from the Bleacher Report. And in the Bleacher Report, this is written by Timothy Wright, and I'm going to get right to the point of the subject. And here is the title. LeBron James rumors. Remember, these are rumors, so keep this in mind, guys. It's something for us just to talk about, just to have something to talk about in the comment section, something to entertain us, something to have a little fun with. Is it going to happen? Hell no. It's like, I don't know, man. We talking about the LA front office with Jim Russ and Mick what I call him, Cupcake. So with Mitch Cupcake and Jim Russ, you never know what you expect. And Jeannie, she like to pose for videos and magazines. I'm not going to go there because I still love her. She's so beautiful at that age. Oh my gosh. But anyway, like I said, this comes from Timmy Rapp, and this is from Bleacher Report. So in it, I'm going to get right to it. It's a less than 12 hours after LeBron James led the Cleveland Cavaliers to a Game 7 win over Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals. The organization's first title, Stephen A. Smith. Remember, Stephen, he has connections, baby. He have connection with camp sources. So, he's a little bit more high esteemed than Chris Ford. Yeah, I call him Chris Ford because everybody hates Chris. I'm not going to respect, say, I'm joking, Chris. I'm going to call you Chad, but it's Chad Ford, but it's Chris to me. Anyway, you see, Stephen A. Smith of ESPN reported that James would consider signing with the Los Angeles Lakers if he left Cleveland in free agency this summer. I'm telling you that chain game, man, and I'm telling you, Jim Buss and all them, man, them guys, man, you never know. They can hurt us sometimes, but I want to keep my biased mind together. All right, this is what he had to say. I'm hearing that it's a huge possibility that if he leaves Cleveland, the Lakers could be in the mix, Smith reported per First Take. He defended the possibility of James joining the Lakers when challenged about it on Twitter. So somebody named Howell, respect to the guy Howell, J Dillon 26, he tweeted to him First Take Stephen A. Smith. Damn near every free agent going to the Lakers, according to Stephen A. And then Stephen A. combat that, he said to J Dillon 26, all the major ones are considering it, bro. Listen, he said all the major ones are considering it, bro. That's money. That's market. And Kobe is gone. I'm just telling you what they're saying. Listen, he said he's telling you what they're saying. So keep this in mind. I hate to say it. Like I said, I want to see the Lakers youth build, but the one thing about the Laker fan base, let's be real. You got the Laker fan base and you got the Lakers front office. We never were new to have patience when it came to a team. We always went out and got big name free agents, in order to make our team that much better. One thing about them, I don't think they are wanting to wait 3 to 4 years process. I don't know. I'm hoping and praying that I might be wrong because I would love to see D'Angelo Russell, JC, Randall, and Ingram if it happens. You know what I'm saying? But if they don't get Whiteside, like my man Estra said in the comment section, without a center, it doesn't matter because we still suck. We need an anchor in the middle. So with that being said, I'm going to get to it. But before I do that, I want to take a moment to shout out one of my fans. Well, not my fans, my family. My man, Antoine Rowe. He's coming from the Bahamas. Shout out to you, brother, for tuning in, checking out me. I'm trying to drop that good stuff for you, brother. So in that retrospect of that alone, I thank you for tuning in, checking me out. So let me get back into this article before my laptop decides to cut down on me because it does it a lot. That's why sometimes I got to redo these videos. And that's the reason why I don't edit, because I'm getting tired of this laptop and all these freaking pop-ups. But it is what it is, baby. But let me get back to it. Smith previously suggested on First Take in May that James could leave Cleveland if the team won a title this season. Dan Feldman of Pro Basketball Talk. And this is what he's saying. I'm in Miami last week. I'm in Miami a few months ago. Skip Bayless. I'm hearing about a return to Miami if this man wins. He ain't going nowhere if he loses. But if he wins, his options are open. LA, but especially Miami, a return to South Beach. Remember, him and Dwayne Wade are good friends. I believe that, his whole thing of going back to Cleveland was to bring them a title. Now, would he go back to Miami? Who knows? He might want to play the last couple of years with Dwayne Wade. You never know, man. He did fulfill his promise of bringing Cleveland the championship. Kudos to him, last night. I'm happy for the brother. I guess got me a horse. Anyway, this was and he continued to say, and this is from Stephen A. Smith. He said, "Look, man, there's a lot going on, and there's a lot riding on him winning. Losing change everything because it keeps there in Cleveland. But more importantly, it keeps him stuck because he knows he can't leave until he fulfills his promise. And if you can't because you're not a champion, that's far worse than just choosing to stay because you want to. It's going to get very interesting. Keep your eyes on it." And this is what Stephen A. Smith is saying. In other words, the connection between James and Los Angeles isn't new, at least not from Smith. And the Lakers are going to be linked to pretty much every high-profile free agent this summer. It's for no other reason than the Lakers are one of the biggest organizations in sports and lack a true superstar following the retirement of Kobe Bryant. While the Lakers could use the draft to build around D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, and whoever they select with the number 2 pick in this year's draft, the team is traditionally used free agents and trades to rebuild quickly with proven veterans. Like I said earlier, if you're the Lakers fan and you following them, this is how the Lakers get down. You know what I mean? Even though most of the fan base, I'm gonna say most, but even though a good portion of the fan base want to see the rebuilding and want to see the process of the youth building up. But you got to think about it. The ones that are paying all the money, the big top fan base up top, while we down low, us little meanie knees, all of them up top, that's close to, up top paying all the kudos. And with the Jim Buss, front office and all that, I'm gonna say Jim Buss because even though Jeannie Buss runs it, Jim Buss is the one that's organizing. Let's be real. She just a face. So with that being said, I'll get back into it. So James, meanwhile, did hint during the season that he would love to play with the trio of Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Paul before he retired, per Howard Beck of Bleacher Report. Doing so in Los Angeles or Miami seemed more likely than doing so in Cleveland. Whether that ever happens or whether James chooses to leave Cleveland at all is another matter entirely. Of course, he was brilliant in this year's NBA Finals, averaging 29.7 points, 11.3 rebounds, 8.9 assists, 2.6 steals, and 2.3 blocks per game, earning the Finals MVP award for his effort. Y'all got to give kudos to this man, even if you like him or you love him. I mean, if you hate him or you love him, it doesn't matter. Give the man props, you know what I mean? I used to hate Jordan, man. I used to go around beating up teddy bears and ripping freaking frogs' heads off and all that, man, especially when he beat Magic Johnson, man. I think I did 3 backflips off the roof and landed on my head 4 times. But you know what? I got back up, and I'm a new person now. That's why I changed my name, because I lost my memory back when I fell on my head. But anyway, like I said, let me go back to it. All right. So, and then say, however, Kyrie Irving's performance may have been even more important than James. He averaged 27.1 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 3.9 assists during the finals. And if there were any question about Irving's ability to play as James' wingman and help lead Cleveland to a title, they were answered on Sunday night, especially after Irving hit what turned out to be the game-winning three-pointer. I'm going to tell you something, guys. Like I say, I don't go into rig, and all these controversies and all this, but let's be real. To be honest, it should have been LeBron and Kyrie as the MVP. I mean, I know, it can happen, because if you think about the All-Star game, John Stockton and Karl Malone won MVP together, MVP and co-MVP. Grant Hill and Jason Kidd won Rookie of the Year together. It can happen, and I think that they should have also respected the point that Kyrie Irving did help, and he did. It won for Kyrie. Also they wouldn't have won some of the games. So with that being said, I know because of the first championship in Cleveland, they got to respect the man, so they're going to give it to LeBron. Period. That's the whole thing in a nutshell, because LeBron is the face of the NBA. So get back in it, especially after Irving hit what turned out to be the game-winning three-pointer. The fact that Irving is just 24 and seen capable of one day assuming the superstar role in Cleveland as James' game eventually declines could be a major selling point for James to remain with the organization. Likewise, the team has built a strong supporting cast around the stars led by Tristan Thompson and J.R. Smith. The future Kevin Love will be interesting to follow, of course, as he has seemed out of place with the team and might be better suited as a trade chip for Cleveland rather than a third fiddle behind James and Irving. So Cleveland could still have the fairly transformational offseason even if James remained with the organization. But this summer will be a fascinating one to watch, as James is likely to at least consider his options on the market. After winning the title with Cleveland, he probably better positioned to repeat with the Cavaliers than he would be going elsewhere. But teams like the Lakers will surely do everything in their power to lure James away from Cleveland. Now, with that being said, I'm about to bite my tongue right now. Now, I know I said, as a fantasy, yeah, that'd been lovely back when these guys like 28, early 30s. I mean, not early 30s, but like 30, 20, between 20 and 30. And they got 5 to 6 years still in them. Then, yeah, I wouldn't mind, making these moves. But Like my man also put in the I think it was anonymous Nick Laker nerd. He put in the comment section. He broke down all the age. All of them like up in there. You know, their primes 31, 34, 33. I mean, you can go on and count. You know what I'm saying? You know, but at the end of the day, now, nah. Reason why I wouldn't make this move is because number one, they only got, I say, a good 3 good years within them. 3 good years. Now, I know somebody said that it'll take them a year to gel. I don't think so because they've been playing with each other for a while. Like Dwayne Wade and LeBron been playing with each other. Let's be real. Now, they played with Carmelo Anthony on the All-Star. I mean, even though it's an All-Star team, but they still have an opportunity to play with him. And they kind of like know his game. So I'm thinking like if Carmelo Anthony did come, where would LeBron play? Power forward? Probably so. He'll probably play power forward. Carmelo will probably play the small. Then you got Chris Paul playing the point and Dwayne Wade playing the 2. That will be a dominant team. And I can see them guys winning 70 games. Now, whatever happened, I don't know, man. I don't know if the NBA will allow it. Me personally, I'm not for all those big superstars on one team. I mean, 2, yeah, but when you start pounding everybody up on the team, it's like like I said before, it's like the '92 Dream Team playing against a bunch of D-leaguers, and I think it's unfair for the NBA. Even though it's a good market strategy, but I wouldn't do it, and I wouldn't make that move. Now, will LeBron do it? I don't know. And will the LA Lakers front office take it? I don't know. I mean, let's be real. I don't know what these guys thinking. They've been quiet for a while. I know they did come out and say that Whiteside's their main priority. But now, think about it. I want to hit you something, too. And I'm going to bring another video out right behind this one about what Estra spoke about the Buddy Hield situation, in which it could take place. So, I mean, there's a lot of things the Lakers could play with because they got so much money sitting on the table. They only got, like, I think 5 or 6 guys signed. So, with that being said, it's like they can do whatever they want. They can either rebuild if they choose to, or they can build a star team right now. You know what I mean? So I want y'all guys to get in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Should the Lakers rebuild and wait for the process of the youth building up, a la Golden State, or should they rush to her and put a star team right together real quick? You know, just give me your opinions. Like I said, it's all discussions. You know, we all Laker fans. We all want the best for the Lakers, but at the same time, we hope and pray they don't make no dumb, stupid decisions. Which, I'll be honest with you, at this point in time, either way will still prosper, and I don't think they're going to really make a dumb, stupid decision. Because even if they decide to put somebody like KD and Whiteside out there, and they want to get Westbrook, that's still a good move. Even though they're both like 27 or 20, something like that, 27, and I think KD like 29, 30 or something like that. So I mean, they still are putting a good team together. Or if they rebuild, I mean, no, not rebuild, but if they just, you know, be patient and wait on the youth, and let that squad build up after 3 and 4 years. Not saying they're going to be a championship team in 3 or 4 years. It all depends on our coach, Luke Walton. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we got to sit there and wait to see what's going to happen. Now, me, like I said, I'm patient. I can wait it out. I don't mind the Lakers winning 30 games next year. I'm hoping they do win 30 games. If they do go with the youth and just build. But if they go with, you know, a all-star cast, then I'm looking like, oh, man, so we already expected, you know, playoff, you know, potential. So with that being said, I want you guys to get in the comment section, man. Tell me what you think. It's your boy Urban Lover. I said I love you, and I'm going to say it again. And I please and I beg you guys, get those pandas off me, man. These pandas ripping my back out. Come on, baby, stop. No, I'm trying to make videos here. Leave me alone. Come on, no. God dang it. Anyways, your man Urban. Like, share, subscribe. Get in that comment section and tell me what you think. Oh, and I forgot to say it. I'm coming from your mama's basement, baby.